and that lead is slowly pulling away further and further.
Junglers seem to be pretty even. Mid laners are only 20 CS, not including kills difference, but they both have 2 kills, so that should be fine. The Vel'Koz are slightly ahead because of assists. Once again, the supports are fairly similar.
And there's Dragon conceded to get into the first. This is very strong with the new drags, as you have the different types of dragon that League has brought in. So you've got the Infernal Drake, Mountain Drake, Cloud Drake, and Ocean Drake. And as you can see, we've had
2 Infernal Drakes and a Cloud Drake. Now these are completely RNG, though the last dragon and subsequent dragons after that is the Elder Dragon, which doubles all bonuses plus gives you a burn.
Yes.
But in some games you may have multiple Infernals or multiple Earth, which can have a completely different and unique sense on the game.
And 3 dragons is a very high lead for a game, as typically the most dragons you can get before the Elder Dragon will spawn at 36 minutes is 5. So 3 dragons is a very high
amount.
Here we have Big DC pushing hard, hoping to get that mid tower, but looks like going to the first will be able to hold out thanks to that wave clear from Karma and Yasuo.
I have the disengage going top as well because Malphite is going to clear. Team is aware and they are considering rotating up. Malphite would have no vision if they do choose to go.
Notice that Malphite's already bought his Elixir of Iron, an interesting choice so early in the game, only at the 28-minute mark, not even full build, but I guess he's hoping for less CC to hold him down and be able to mess with their team a little more. Yes.
And let's swap back to normal. Back to items at the moment. Let's talk about items at the moment. The team fight does look like it's about to break up, so we'll put that on the delay. Nunu did finish his Iceborne Gauntlet. Karma has his Zonyas as well. Aegis of the Legion coming out on Alistar, and Infinity Edge being finished on Caitlyn. Jhin has his Duskblade finished as well. Tahm Kench has his Face of the Mountain done and only his Sightstone, however. Vel'Koz has the Morellonomicon, and by the looks of it, possibly considering buying an Abyssal, mainly from the Negatron Cloak or possibly a Banshee's Veil. J4 has gone more of a damage build in comparison to what he usually goes. Sometimes J4 want to go a more tanky build, but it's apparent in this game that with the Yumu's Ghostblade, he's going for a more high damage, which may...
With a fast engage.
Which may have backfired on them because tank meta is very strong. But they already have 2 tanks, so they may have made the decision not to worry about that. Malphite has also finished his Dead Man's Plate and Sunfire Camp, which makes him extraordinarily tanky. However, it's not the tanks which they have a problem with.
No.
Not the tanks that they have a problem with at the moment. The main issue they have is actual damage. Looks like there is a possible engage. Tahm Kench is by himself.
And he's slowed by the Nunu Q. He's used his shield. Face of the mountain.
Yep.
And there's the shield. Over the wall from the Alistar. Nice bit of poke. Tahm Kench will have to disengage for his team fight, presumably. Although he does have a very high amount of health regen.
This is a very good fight if they choose to engage for the red team because all of their abilities do work very well in close quarters.
And we'll notice that J4 did smite the wolf, so that therefore he can just harass Nunu with that little Guardian Sentry that's going to follow him around, giving vision to the red team of everything that he does. Sucks to be missed forever.
As demonstrated here.
Let it go.
It's just
it's gone.
I guess it managed to get killed.
As the red team was able to collapse on him, but they this time getting to the Ferris didn't seem to be able to actually pull off getting an objective as compared to the last time that happened.
Top tower didn't even take any damage actually, so it looks like he was possibly pushing or backing and they just managed to secure the kill.
We'll notice that the gold deficit is now reaching into the 6k between the teams, which means presumably you assume that getting to the Ferris is heading on their way to a win for their first game, but you can never really tell in these sort of games. They might rally, they might tilt, you never know.
Jhin is a very high scaling damage carry.
Yes.
That's true.
Very interesting that Malphite seems to be coming in on very low health. I would have thought that he would have backed already.
Only sitting on 1,489 HP. They'll be pushing up the mid tower. They do have good wave clear, so if they choose, they possibly could do it, especially because Yasuo isn't there yet. They get a good hit on the Nunu, but he immediately disengages with Karma's E. Nice bounces there.
You'll notice that Nunu's gone for that full tank build Nunu, where he can just continuously harass and slow the enemy team whilst taking, little to no damage at all, ever.
Yasuo
Not that
seems to be living top lane as well. He was just clearing some vision there. He may consider rejoining his team or continue pushing the lane. Even though he has been dying, he has been creating space for his team, and except for the last time, have been able to capitalize on a variety of goals. It looks like the team has chosen to go back. We may be seeing some new items. We have a Vampiric Scepter and a Banshee's Veil coming out on Caitlyn.
Lock of the Iron Solari coming out on Alistair. Deadman's played on Nunu, looking for that fast engage for that extra damage with the Deadman's passive.
And Carmen has also finished her Rabadon, which will amazingly increase the amount of burst that she has. So this game is very, very quickly pulling away
from Big DC. But Big DC seems to be going, we're not going to concede another dragon, as that will give them way too high a lead, as it will be a third Infernal Drake, which will give them a high scaling of percentage damage.
24% of attack damage and ability power, which is absolutely insane.
To get into the Ferris. And then if they manage to get the Elder Dragon, that'll double that to 48%, which will make them
ridiculous.
Pretty much.
Karma's gone for the engage already.
We'll notice that Aito is still split pushing his Yasuo, trying to draw a player away from Big DC, or so that they either have to go straight for the dragon or concede an inhibitor.
Looks like they do want to fight this one, however.
Oh, and there's the Tom Kench ult to try and save the inhib, leaving them without half their peel for this team fight, so we'll see what happens here.
The junglers are locked in for the
sniper. And Nunu flashes in to get the dragon, although J4 seems to be caught. And the Karma disengaged for Mr. Forever, getting lucky once again to escape. Seems to be that Karma is getting his team out fairly well, although the J4 ult's got two of them caught. And there goes Karma down out of the way, will never get out. Flash engage.
Into the Nunu ult, make sure he's
Lit Cafe Raid going straight through into Caitlyn's ear there. Although Schmuck seems to be caught out of position here.
But he does
Mr. Forever. Mr. Forever coming in. There's a quadra kill for Schmuck. Oh, that's the best I've ever seen him play. What? I love Johnny, I'm joking.
It was interesting to see that Jarvan go in. I think he must have imagined he'd be able to knock him up, but Nunu actually cancelled his ult before.
Oh, and then we have the Yasuo killing the Tom Kench, not standing a chance against that hard damage. There, Big DC seems to have conceded multiple objectives here, and we're looking at that 10k deficit right there. And as we said before, that usually means it's a win.
And the surrender has been called. So
that's game one, going to get him to Paris. Very good team fight there to get them to the first, so that even though they lost their mid laner and their support, Nunu was still peeling for the AD carry, and Caitlyn was able to sustain due to a Vampiric Scepter, luckily that she had it, and with the Runans was able to attack multiple champions on Big DC.
It's interesting. I do have a couple of notes which I want to make about the game. I'll just screenshot this, so if they invite us for the next one, we can.
Cool. I'm just going to go to the bathroom very quickly and take my mic off.
And take your microphone off, please, for the love of God.